Simone Vakai at the running back position. And I noticed that would be a good position battle between he and a guy that's been here for a minute, a guy who has one of the most legendary plays in my mind, Craig Reynolds.
Yeah.
With that block he opened up for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That was block of the year, I think.
But Vakai's also got like some Sione Vakai. They didn't just draft him. They drafted him to develop him.
He's gonna be a special teams demon too.
But he's a little bit of a developmental piece. Like I don't know if we're getting like a finished product right away.
No. I mean, we don't need him to be a finished product.
Would you pull the plug on a
third-string running back and a
Because how many running backs
teams
we
guy?
roster last year?
Four?
Can you pull it up, Nick, by chance?
4. I think,
What are you looking for?
Dude, can you see how many running backs we rostered? I don't know. If it
I
was
mean, we rostered the
Craig.
3. Well, but
Had to have been 4.
Vaki will also be a special teams guy and a defensive sub as
So
well.
is Craig? Oh, defensive sub. I don't know.
Like he's gonna be he's got his spot because we talk about what does this team preach that they love more than anything else in a football player? It's that versatility. So you got a guy that can play all 3 facets of the game. He's got a spot. Like I'm not worried about that at all. It might not be. I mean, he'll get snaps at running back, but he'll also be playing a lot of special teams.
For sure, special teams.
He'll be playing some defensive snaps as well.
I don't know if he'll be playing defense.
I expect him to be a all-around type of Swiss Army knife for this regime.
Yeah, I think it'll be more offensive and special team reps, just because of like the fact you look at what they did with a guy like Brian Branch last year, who has the ability to play nickel and safety, and obviously was kind of built for that. It showed you promise. They even like took the restraints from him a little bit. Like, hey, let's just have you play nickel for now. I don't know if they're gonna throw both sides of the ball at Vaki right away.
No,
You know?
I mean, like I said, I don't think he's going to get major minutes on either side of the ball.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be primarily a special teams guy, maybe a few snaps here and there in a break classification of emergency kind of thing. But no, I don't think he'll be seeing major snaps at running back or at safety.
Did you find it, Nick?
On August 29th, when they announced the final roster, it was Montgomery, Gibbs, and Kabinda, actually.
So 3.
So, yeah, and that was Kabinda.
So that's a camp battle right there.
Yeah.
Vaki versus Reynolds.
Craig. That's crazy that we're talking about Vaki right now, because my coworker asked me earlier. It was like, have you heard anything like you had out of the Lions? And I was like, no, not at all. But, I mean, I got to think he's a Swiss Army knife. You think about on offense, running back, I think you got to think about safety as well, where he played a lot of snaps in college. And then, like you just said, an absolute demon in the special teams game. Like, this team is going to absolutely love that guy in special teams.
We talk. Well, I brought this up on Big D today, just a little bit about like talking about how everybody's talking about the offense and defense, rightfully so, because they're both going to be projected both to be very good units, and they're the 2 most important facets of the game. But we got some special teams demons on this team. We got obviously Jalen Reeves-Maben. You bring back CJ Moore, Malcolm Rodriguez, Sion Vaki.
Yeah.
You bring in Jake Bates. You got Jack Fox, who's one of the best punters in the NFL. Like, could you imagine Jack Fox back there with his personal protectors of Jalen Reeves-Maben and Sion Vaki? Like, you could do any kind of fake you want when it comes to punting the football.
Yeah.
I think he is 1,000% gonna make this team just because of his special teams upside.
Vaki?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I mean for sure. I mean that's a project they obviously believed in. That like, he played very limited snaps at the running back position, and the Detroit Lions drafted him as that running back position. So like that's one. Although obviously it's gonna probably take a minute to mold. They're definitely hang on to. Obviously with Manu, like give up a 3rd round pick.
He'll convert. I guarantee he'll convert a fake punt.
But you're talking about the special team demons. I mean, don't forget the Detroit Lions were one of the guys leading the charge when it comes to changing that kickoff rule.
Yep.
Like we were one of the teams that wanted that for like a while now, and they're probably more prepared, in my opinion, than other teams, because they're just that much more ahead of the game when it comes to like switching to this new kickoff rule.
Have we seen it out of Dan Campbell yet? You just said you guarantee you see a Vaki fake punt.
Yes.
Have we seen the fake field goal? Was that his? Have we seen that?
I don't think we have.
All right, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say we see it this year on a deep Jake Bates kick.
Okay.
To Vaki.
Jack Fox has a cannon. Is he the holder still?
I believe so.
Because if Jack Fox is the holder, you could.
Fox has a cannon.
I wouldn't hate that. He's got a damn good arm.
On those punts, Germ has a cannon.
Germ's got a good arm. Yeah.
I mean, and Dave Phipps not like your typical special teams coach. Like, he's the one drawing up all these. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's him alone. I don't think Dan Campbell probably has a hand in it because he's the one that likes to be aggressive and going for it on fourth downs. But like, Dave Phipps is the one drawing up a lot of these stuff.
Yes.
You know, and I know when we went last year,
Hipper.
I was just impressed with like him as a coach, like running these lanes with these people on the kickoffs and stuff like that, rather than like coming and talk to them afterward. He'd jog alongside them, or at least try his best,
giving them direct.
Yes,
yes,
yeah. You know, and I don't know. I just appreciated that as I mean, I'm not a coach, but I'm sure a player would appreciate that from a coach. You know,
definitely.
I'm a hands-on learner.
Yeah, giving you direct input on what you should be doing, on where you should be, how you should be filling your lanes. Yeah, dude, I love this entire coaching staff.
Entire coaching staff, and now they got the pieces, the pawns. I don't want to say pawns. I guess the chips to go along with the masterminds themselves. So is Reynolds out? What happens with him?
This team loves Reynolds though. The way
I think they can both make it.
Because of Vaki's
like
special
Vaki's
team.
gonna take a special teams guy's job. He's gonna be getting snaps at running back too, but he's not gonna take Craig's spot. He's gonna take a special teams guy's spot.
I agree.
Kapinda was a special teams in.
Kapinda is not making this team.
No, he's not. Dan Campbell already kind of talked about how like some of these tight ends could play.
Yeah, you got Malcolm could play fullback.
Position.
You got Brock Wright could play fullback.
Think about how many times Kapinda dropped passes last year, or at least the last 2 years.
I don't think it was as much last year. I think they stopped throwing to him.
Malcolm is. I feel like he's going to get a majority of the snaps at fullback this year.
Craig Reynolds, real quick too, but last year 4.4 yards per carry.
Yeah, I like Netflix, man. Like I said, I don't think that's the spot that Vaki is going to take. Vaki's going to take somebody's special team spot. He might take reps from Craig, like in game, but he's not going to take his spot.
I just don't see him rostering more than 3 running backs.
Again, I don't know if they see him as just a running back.
I think they made it clear they don't.
They don't just see him as a running back, but he is a running back.
Do you think they keep 5 wideouts again?
Yeah.
They had Green, Marvin, Khalif, Josh, and Saint going into last season because JMO was hurt.
Yeah, it'll be Saint.
Because JMO was suspended.
JMO, Peoples-Jones,
Khalif,
and
Antoine.
And Green.